Welcome back, y'all, to another round of Straight Up No Chaser. I'm your local thirst responder, and tonight we're pulling up a stool to talk about the people who make a bar more than just four walls and some bottles. The regulars, okay? Now listen, every bar has them. The lifers, the day ones, the ones who walk in and I already know their drink before they sit down. The truth is, they're not just customers, they are family, okay? Dysfunctional? Absolutely. But gosh darn it, we're a family. So tonight I'm going to pour it out the love, the chaos, the laughs, and yes, even the ones who treat last call like it's a freaking suggestion. Because bartenders don't just serve drinks, we collect people. And let me tell you, the collection is wild. Let me just introduce you to some of my collection. So let's start out with the truth. A bar without regulars is just a building with booze. It is the people who come back again and again that give a place a heartbeat. They're the soul, the soundtrack, the reason the doors even matter. I call this crew the heart of the bar because they don't just show up for a drink, they show up to belong. You've got the comfort zone crew, the ones who walk in after work, drop their keys on the bar, and I already know what they're drinking before they even sit down in that damn bar stool. They don't need menus, they don't need small talk. But that seat, that drink, that moment, it's theirs. And if I ever hand them the wrong beer, I promise y'all, I feel like I am cheating on them. Then we got the memory keepers. These are the folks who've been coming in longer than some of us have been legal to drink. They have seen bartenders come and go, the good and the bad, jukeboxes getting replaced, dartboards moved around 3 times, pool table in and out. And every time they order a round, they remind me what the place used to feel like back when the pitchers were cheap, the carpet was sticky, and nobody cared what the hell a seltzer was. They connect the past to the present. And honestly, that makes me proud to know that I'm a chapter in their wild story now. And then we got my personal favorites. We got the quiet guardians. These are the ones who don't say much, but they see everything. They will step up when someone's acting out. They'll make sure I've got water on a busy night. They'll slide me that nod that says, I've got your back. They don't ask for recognition, but they have earned it, y'all. Every bartender knows these people. You might not notice them, but if they stopped showing up, the whole place would feel off. That is the heartbeat of the bar. The people who remind me why bartending isn't just pouring drinks, it is hosting a home away from home. And that is why I will never take y'all for granted. All right, let's be real. Regulars are not just the heart of the bar, though. They are also the entertainment. Half the time, I don't need a TV or a live band because there is people sitting at my bar who, quite frankly, are the show. You have the storytellers. These are the folks who can make a random Tuesday feel like a Saturday night. They'll sit down, order a drink, and within 5 minutes, I know way too much about their ex, their neighbor, and that time they almost got arrested at the county fair. And you know what? I'm not even mad because I will sit there pouring shots, hanging on to every word like I am binge watching Netflix. Then we got some of the life coaches. My God, these ones mean well. They have advice for everything: career, love, family drama, you name it, they've got the tip. Some of it's good, some of it's absolutely insane, but it always comes from the heart. I once had a guy tell me, dead serious, never trust a man who drinks Malibu. And you know what? I have not since. He might have saved me from years of therapy. Like, I guess we'll never know on that one. But there is some things that seriously stick when y'all say them. And of course, you can't forget the karaoke stars. Now, your bar might not even have karaoke, but somehow there is always someone who believes that they are meant for that stage. I've had a guy belt out Friends in Low Places so hard that my beer cooler rattled. My beer cooler rattled, y'all. There was no record deal that came out of it, but he damn sure won the whole bar over that night, let me tell you. And that's the thing about the regulars. They don't just drink, they perform. And whether they know it or not, they are part of the atmosphere that keeps this place alive. That's the entertainment value of the regulars. They turn the bar into a comedy club, a concert, a therapy session, and sometimes it's a full blown soap opera. And honestly, I would not trade this front row seat for anything. All right, let's get into my favorite part though, the cast of the chaos. Every bar has them, every bartender knows them. And if you don't think your bar has them, surprise, it's probably you, baby. So, first up, we got the barroom bodybuilders. Y'all know the type. Chest out, arms flexed, always telling me how many push ups they could do if I were to just move those bar mats out of their way. They lean in on the counter like it's a dumbbell rack. Like, bro, you're not at Planet Fitness. You are drinking light beer and eating pizza. The only thing you're curling is that pint glass, okay? And then we got those can't you smell that smell type people. God, I love that song. Anyways, these folks walk in and suddenly the air shifts. The whole bar is like, did somebody leave a wet towel in here? Did someone die? Is there a cat? What the hell? What is the smell? They smell like they've been marinating in Coors Light and bad decisions for a week straight. Like, listen, I love you, but the bathroom, it has running water and soap, and I highly recommend it. Like 10 out of 10. Showers are freaking great. They feel amazing. Oh, such a touchy subject for some of you. But sometimes we also get those that think they're the sheriff, but without the badge. And oh Lord, this is the guy who thinks he's the unofficial bouncer, the mayor, the pope of the bar, all in one. He is always looking for a fight that just isn't there. Like, sit down, cowboy. Nobody's trying to steal your seat or your girlfriend, mostly because neither of them exist. And finally, we have the chaos coordinator. These are the troublemakers. They don't throw the punches, they do not break things, they just stir. They're like human margarita shakers. Like, they whisper drama into one ear, buy a round of shots for a table, and then watch the fire spread like it's their own personal reality TV show. And honestly, 10 out of 10 for entertainment value, but 0 stars for peace and quiet. And here's the deal though, without the cast of the chaos, bartending would be boring. They are the comic relief, the ridiculous subplot, the reason I've got stories worth telling, and they might make my eyes roll back, but they also make this job so unforgettable. And for that, cheers to the chaos crew. All right, and that's the chaos, but folks, here's the thing. It's not all troublemakers and sweaty tough guys, because every once in a while, behind all the bar noise and all those clinking glasses, you meet someone who changes the whole vibe. I'm talking about that one regular, the kind of person you will never forget. I've got one in particular who I will hold close to my heart forever. And you know why? It's because he does not just order a drink, he brings wisdom, stories, and respect every time he sits down at my bar. When this man talks, I shut up, y'all. Period. I'll listen to every single story he has to tell. Because they're not just stories, they're lessons. They're funny, they're deep, and sometimes they are heartbreaking. But they always matter, you know? See, that is what people don't get about the bartending thing. It's not just pouring shots, it's making those connections. And if you are lucky, you'll get that regular who isn't just a customer. They become family. They leave a mark that doesn't fade when the bar closes. So to my special regular, my little Channing Tatum lookalike you know who you are. Thank you. Thank you for every laugh, every story, every ounce of freaking respect you show me. You have earned mine 100 times over, and you will always have a permanent seat at my bar and in my heart. All right, enough of that mushy shit. Not name dropping as I promised y'all, but maybe one day we'll get to that point. All right, y'all. Like I said, I want to keep these short and sweet. Lord knows we ain't want to listen to a whole half-hour thing of me rambling. Y'all can come to the bar and listen to that. So that, my friends, is the gospel of the regulars. The good ones, the wild ones, the ones who turn a random Tuesday into a story I'll be telling 5 years from now down the road. And here's the thing, without these regulars, bartenders would just be standing behind a counter waiting for ice to melt. But with you, we've got comedy nights, therapy sessions, dance floors, and sometimes that karaoke we never asked for. So if you laughed, if you saw yourself in any of these stories, congrats, you're officially part of the family. And family doesn't ghost each other, okay? So hit that follow, share with your drinking crew, and come back for next round. All right, y'all. Cheers until we meet again. Close your tabs, tip your bartender, and remember, the best regulars aren't just customers. They're the reason the story never ends. That's it for Straight Up No Chaser. I'm your local thirst responder, but y'all knew that. XOXO.